Hello everybody, Marie by Design here, and today I wanted to do a video of how to embroider onto your completed square. At the moment I've done other videos on this square, and yesterday I did a quick video showing you my finished square number 4 for my Disney crochet blanket, and today I'm going to, and I said I'd be back with a video to show you how to embroider onto it. So this is that video. Okay, let's get started. First of all, I need some yellow wool because I am embroidering some bees onto this square, because that's what I need to complete my pattern on my Disney crochet subscription blanket that I'm making. So each time I'll be completing new interesting squares to attach to my Disney crochet blanket to complete it, and then I have to do a white edge around it when I've got all of the sections done. So yeah, so this is what I'm doing. So I've threaded up my wool ready with my darning crochet needle or knitter's needle, and I'm going to do the body first of all on the bumblebee. Okay, I'm just going to pause this video, get my square, get onto the right section to get ready to embroider. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back everybody. Right, I need to go, I've got my wool, as I said, threaded up onto my needle. This is the colour I need for the bee's body. Okay, and you see here I'm working on this side. I'm working on the left side. Okay, and I'm doing a take the needle in, and what I need to do is take the needle in, working from the edge. Okay, what I need to do is put my needle into my wool, thread it through. Okay, so you're coming up through your wool. Okay, we've got to leave a tail so that we darn in afterwards, and I've got to make, it's saying in the pattern, I've got to make work parallel. Oh, sorry. It says take yarn B, that's this yellow yarn, and work 6 parallel straight stitches for the body, about 2 centimeters long. Without my tape measure, I'm just going to guess it's about that much. I'm thinking they're not going to be very big, so I'm going to do that now. So yeah, I think that's about right. Let me just pause the video. Yes, that is correct. So it's going to be a bit awkward. I've got to do 6 parallel lines. So there's my 1. We're working here where my thumb is. That's my 1 stitch. Okay, now I've got to do 6, total of 6. Okay, so I'm going back in now. Okay, do my next. Make sure I'm not going through my stitches. Okay, there's my next one. Okay, that's one. Can you see I'm making the next one now? Okay, so and then that will be 2. So I've got to do a total of 6. Okay, you get the general idea. I'm doing a total of 6 of these. Okay, So I'm just going to pause the video. That's how it's looking. There's 2. I'll come back in a minute and show you what I've done. So I'm doing 6. Okay, done my total of 6 stitches. There is 6 there. Okay, so that's hovering over the left side. Don't forget that when I'm showing you the work, it looks like I'm on my right side, but it's not. It's definitely on the left side. Okay, so that's the body of the bumblebee started. Okay, now the next stage of that bumblebee is after working your 6 parallel straight stitches for the body, each 2 centimeters long. Okay, I'm just guessing, leave a tail to darn in later, as a knot will pop through the stitches. Okay, so I've got to leave that now, the tail. Okay, so yeah, to darn in later. Okay, so I've left my tail there. Well, there's 2 really, because one was for the start and one was to the end. Okay, so that's my 6 stitches done for the body. Okay, so now we get to the next stage, and we've got to change our colour for some black yarn, which is classed as the C yarn. Okay, so now I'm going to take some black wool, because we need to do the black stripes of the bumblebee. So I'm just going to thread up my needle and then I'll be back. Okay, now I'm back, folks. Okay, we're working on the head and the tail with the black yarn, with 3 more straight stitches worked at right angles to the body. Okay, so we're doing the head now and then the tail. Okay, so as far as I can see, it's saying straight stitches, right angles. Okay, let me just check something. Okay, I've got to go the opposite way, I think. Yeah, it says to embroider the head and tail with 3 more straight stitches worked at right angles. To the body. It would be in the opposite direction. So I'm thinking it means there. I'm coming in there now on the top. See where my needle is? So I've got to do 3 stitches. I'm thinking instead of them being across there, they've got to go that way. They've got to go that way. No, that look. They've got to go from that needle down. Let me show you what I mean. I think this is what this means. Put needle in at the top. Okay, and we need to do 3 straight stitches. Okay, hold your stitch at the back with your fingers to hold it in. Okay, and I think this is what it means. See where I'm in at the top? Okay, this is 3 straight stitches. Okay, can you see where that is? And I'm doing, it's not showing up. See the black stitch there? I'm doing his head now. I've got to do 3 at right angle. I think that's what it means by right angle. Okay, 2. Okay. So it's just simple embroidered stitches, and it's chain stitches for his wings, and I'll show you that in a moment. I just want to get these stitches done for his head. Okay, which I have now done. Okay, and that's the bumblebee's head. See? Worked at right angles. Okay, that's his head done. Okay, that's his body, that's his head. Okay, I am going to next pause the video. Now, I'm taking my needle now, still attached to my piece, because I've done his head now. I've got to now go down to the bottom of my work. So we're down the bottom with the black yarn, down the bottom of his body at the bottom. Okay, and I've got to do 3 stripes now across his body, so you'll get the 3 stripes then. So yeah, I think I'm right. Yes. Hang on. Yes, now we are on continue using simple straight stitches to work 2 stripes over the body and then 2 antennas. So we're now doing the 2 stripes across his body, then we're doing the antennas. Okay, so I'm here now. I'm going to be doing the 2 straight stitches. Okay, just getting all tangled. Okay, so I'm at the bottom now, and I want to do 2 straight stitches. They've got to be going that way across there with my needle. Okay, so I'm going to work those now, which is here. I've done the bit at the bottom. Don't know if you can see that. I'm doing the 2 straight stitches now. Okay, that's 1. Okay, you see that? And then the last one across his body. Okay, there you go. Look, he's coming to shape now. That's 2 straight stitches now on his body. Okay, so now I've got to do his antennas. Okay, I'm doing the 2 antennae now on the little bee's head, and it'll be up here, which can you see where I'm going in now? I'm at the top of his head. I'm sticking his 2 antennae, and it's going at the top. Okay. Can you see? I'm going in, so I need to do those 2 antennae. Okay, this is really taking shape now. Can you see the little bumblebee I've just done? I'm really pleased. That's the first time I've embroidered onto crochet. Okay, that's really good. I'm really proud of myself. It's the first time. See, you don't know until you try. I'm really impressed with that. That is the first time I have done embroidered onto a bumblebee, onto a blanket. I'm really pleased with that. Now I've got to just do the daisy chain wings. So let me just thread up with my white and I will be back. Okay everybody, I'm back with my white wool threaded up. Okay, now what I've got to do with that now is, just one moment, I've got to do what's saying on the pattern. I've got to now do a daisy chain. I've got to remember how to do this because I have been doing some work on embroidery with Rowan Dean. So I've got to remember how to do a chain stitch daisy chain now. Okay. Now I've done his antennas. Isn't it looking cute? Oh, it's the first time I've done a bumblebee. Done embroidery on it. I'm really pleased with that. Okay, now with the white yarn, to make wings, 2 chain stitches, bring your needle through the base of the wing. Bring your needle bring your needle through at the base of the wing and loop the yarn around from left to right and then take needle back down again. Okay, so where you came up, gently draw the yarn up until you have 1 centimeter loop, and anchor it down with a small straight stitch. Yes, I'll remember this. Sew another bee at the top square and label your square as number 4. And then I've got to put it away safe because once they've all been completed, all the squares for the blanket, I've got to do a border around it. So, okay. So now we're doing the chain stitch. Okay, I've got to come up round about where that second stripe is, which is here. So let me stand up for this. I've got to take my needle at the back of my work and I've got to go into there. Okay, you see where I am, where my last black stitch is, where my thumb is. Yes, I've got to come up through there and I've got to yeah, got to make sure my yarn, okay, I'm going to hold that, okay, and I've got to, from left to right, it says. Now it may look like I'm going from right to left, but I'm not. It's because I am on, okay, I've got to loop it round. Let's see if this works. Okay. Yeah. And then go back. So there's his wings starting to appear. Okay. And now I've got to then put my needle back in. I think this is what it means. Put my needle back in. Okay, and up there, and then needle back in. No, I've got a feeling I've done that wrong. So I'm just going to take that out, start again. Just one moment, let me pause the video. Okay, I was going in the wrong way. I think I've got it now. Right. Got to go from underneath. Okay. Okay, from up. And then take my needle down. Okay. Okay, and then back. It says around the needle, but this is how I I don't know. And then secure it with a, no, it's come out, see. If I go into that same stitch, see, I can't really do daisy stitches properly, but I'm trying. Chain stitches. Okay, I don't want to be pulling. Okay, and then secure it. That's it. And then secure it in. It's not right. This is the bit where I'm not very good at doing. No, that's not right. That's not right. I got the first bit correct, but then the second bit I've gone to pot. So it's like, oh, it's like I've done it wrong. All right. Hang on, let's thread my needle back up again. This is where I become very stuck with doing embroidery. I'm trying. I'm going to have to get a book and try and practice. Right. No. No, see, that's wrong too. No, that's wrong. Okay. Let me just pause this video so I can work this out. Yay, I've done it. See that little loop I did? I've finally mastered it. And then I've got to go back in through where I came up and anchor it down. Let's hope I get this bit right. Okay. Yes, I've done it. I anchored it down. Okay, now I've got to do another little wing. Okay, so yes, but it's only a small wing I've done. Okay, I've got to try and do the other wing as well now, but I've got to do the second wing and try and get that in the right place now. Right, now I need to make sure that that goes in the center now. Okay, so what we need to do is come up, okay, and then I went in there, okay, it's awkward on camera. I went in there, that one, so I did my one stroke, okay, so I'm doing the second wing now, and then I went in, just one moment, yeah, I went back down the bottom. Okay, you see that? But I'm pulling a bit too tight now. Try not to get your stitches too tight, or your wings are going to be too tight. Okay. I've got to try and slant this now so it doesn't look like he's got ears on his body. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. And then what I've got to do is, once I've got to that and gone back to the bottom, I've got to get back in and I've got to go anchor it in at the top. Okay. There. See? See that? Okay. And then you come back up and you anchor it down with a small stitch. So it's anchored down and it won't come out. Okay. How's that? That's my finished bumblebee. That's the wings of the bumblebee. But I may have to just undo that again, but you get the gist. Actually, I'm happy with that. There's my two wings. There's your bumblebee's antennas, and there's my two wings. On the bottom of the bumblebee. So that's how you embroider onto your crochet. And that's the first, I'm really pleased with that. That's my first attempt at crochet and at embroidering onto crochet. There. Hope you can see him. It's a little bumblebee. Okay. So please come back and I'll do a short video and I'll show you my finished crochet square. So if you liked today's video, please subscribe and thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.